It's true. Am I right, Pastor Allen?
Exactly.
You show up at a church prayer meeting as ladies. Oh, Papa Bear's tired tonight. He worked 8 hours and drove 2. Boo-hoo. She did 6 loads of laundry, fixed a meal, and wiped the kid's butt 7 times. Okay? Wow. Come on. Get real, guys. I'm going to ask for some men to stand right where you're at if you mean business with God. You're ready for this home stretch. You're ready to get your home in order. It's the part of the race course between the last curve and the winning post, and you need to get it together in your home. You've not been living this, and you want to. I want you to stand right to your feet right now, man. If there's any men in this place, I don't care if there's just one. I'm not trying to get numbers here. God bless you. Anybody else want to join and say, I'm going to be the man of God that I need to be, and I'm going to lead my home and be the spiritual leader, and I'm going to work with my wife with the same authority, the same understanding, and I'm going to do this thing right for God. Father, I pray for those men right now that have already stood to their feet, and said, yes, I'll go all the way with you, God. I pray, Father, that you give them the supernatural ability and strength to do these things that they cannot do on their own. I pray for encouragement and help and strength to come to every man. I pray, Father, that they will not become discouraged or weak or weary in well-doing, but that these men of God would hear from you every day, and they would get their marching orders from you every day of how to make their home better. And they would see their wives as the more precious vessel, and their children as the one that they're called to nurture and admonish and love and care for. And they would lay their lives down, just like you did for your church. And you gave us the instruction to do the same. I pray for those men that weren't ready to stand today, that you'd be at work in their hearts. And even as they search the scriptures and hear the voice of your Spirit, God, that they would turn. They would turn from those strongholds that have held them in this place for so long. They've watched their fathers, they've watched their grandfathers, they've watched all the uncles. And that's how a man acts. And now they're hearing something different. It's hard for some of them, Lord. It's hard for some of them. They think it's weak. They think it's giving up, it's surrendering, it's not being a real man. Help them to see that this is what being a real man is all about. Anybody can scream and rant and rave and act like they're in control. But it takes a real man to lay his life down and submit to his family. Submit doesn't mean to obey. It's not about obedience and obeying one another. It's laying down our rights. Show us how to do that, Father. I thank you for every man that's standing. For that little lady that's by his side, if there be one. And for the children that surround him in his home. That they will see this new love and tenderness of this passionate man that lives for you. That even if as he walks through the door tired at night, that they will meet his needs and they will minister to him and care for him. I pray for the women, Lord, that they would watch their spending and control those things that cause frustration for the man. Even that their homes would be like their castles and they would be the queen. And you'd bring it into order where they would have peace. For many of the women, Lord, that are frustrated, and so tired of neglect or abuse, that you would heal their lives and heal their hearts. That they will love again.